What to say to customers who do not want to pay you for your sweat, who do not want to pay you for your bespoke services or for your ready to wear. It's important to be professional when you're communicating with these customers, but be firm because so many of them are willing to pay you. Or they will drag the price, negotiating and pushing you to the wall, making you really upset. In this video, I'm going to be telling you the exact words to say to them. I made a video recently where I shared with you guys what a client did to me some years back when she placed an order for some dresses and didn't want to pay me for my time, my services, my effort, my blood, my sweat, my tears. She rather said she would give me a shout out, and like I said in that video, I didn't consider her influencer enough. I didn't consider her a fashion influencer. And looking at the event she was going to be hosting, I didn't also think my target customers were present. So I didn't give her dresses for free. And of course, I didn't get the shout out. Yeah. So some questions popped up amongst my mentee. And the question was, what do you say to a client who doesn't want to pay you? And also, what do you say to a client who is dragging price? Like we say in Nigeria, basically, clients who like to negotiate and push you to the wall. What do you say to them? What words do you use to convince these people to pay your price? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you those exact words. My name is Penzrah. I'm a fashion designer based in Nigeria. I'm also a fashion business mentor. I mentor young or struggling fashion businesses find their feet in this $7.3 trillion fashion industry. I teach them how to get the share of that money, how to find customers, how to keep customers, how to satisfy customers. If you're one of those who are struggling, you need help, you need someone to guide you, you need someone to rub minds with, you need someone to talk to, I'm available for you. Click the link in the description box that will take you to my WhatsApp business where I'll give you all the details on the program. Or you can click the link which I will be pinning in the comment section. Yes, so look down in the comment section right now. So guys, I want to use this opportunity to inform you that come this year, February 20th, I'm going to be launching my Masters of Ready to Wear program. I've gotten so much inquiry, so much questions on how to start ready to wear, how to source for designs, how to come up with new concepts, how to come up with the size charts, where to find customers, how to price your ready to wear. And guys, I was listening, and yes, now I have put together a Masters program for those who want to take their ready to wear to a higher level this year, 2023. Those who are tired of sewing the ready to wear and wearing it. A lot of people sew the ready to wear, they can't sell it, and then they end up wearing it. In that master's program, that nonsense will end. If you go through the master's program, you'll come up with sellable designs that customers will buy and order for more, and you continue to sell out and make your money. That program is going to be taking place of February. And guys, I want you to reserve a seat. Reserve a seat, yes. That's why I'm beginning the publicity of the Masters Ready to Wear program now. Reserve a seat and pay little or nothing. Yes, so little or nothing to sign up for that program. I'm going to be giving out 5 free slots. Five free slots to some 5 lucky ladies who will join that program for free. To qualify to join my Masters Ready to Wear program, just go right now to the comment section and say, Penzrah, I want to sign up for your Masters Ready to Wear program on scholarship. On scholarship, yes. So I'll select 5 of you randomly, not just from this comment section, because I will be posting other videos where I'll be announcing, the Masters Ready to Wear program, okay? So, yeah, I will pick randomly from any video the 5 women or men that want to attend the Masters Ready to Wear program on scholarship. Good luck, guys.
Back to the reason for today's video. What exact words do you say to clients who are negotiating, dragging price, and do not want to pay you your price?
But before that, here are few steps I want you to take. Number one, stay calm and professional. It can be frustrating to deal with customers who refuse to pay, but it is also important to remain calm and professional. Losing your temper or becoming confrontational will not help the situation and may even make it worse. Even if the customer is being difficult, it is important to remain polite and respectful in your communication. This can help de escalate the situation and may make the customer more receptive to finding a resolution. Like I always tell my mentees and my friends in the fashion business, go and learn diplomacy. Learn how the diplomats talk. You look how they look very, emotionless in the negative, as in you don't see them express negative emotion like anger or frustration. You see two presidents of a nation coming together, two rivals coming together, shaking hands and all smiling in front of the camera. Even though they don't quite like each other. That's diplomacy. You need to go and learn these things. You need to learn it. Listen to their concerns. Make sure you understand the customer's perspective and any issue that may be rising. This will help you address the concerns and come to a resolution. Emphasize the value of your clothes or any product and services. Remind the customers of the value they receive from your clothes, from your services, from the way they look and feel. This may help them see the value in paying for what they receive. Use data to support your pricing. This data are as simple as pictures of satisfied clients, feedbacks from satisfied clients, positive things other people have to say when they wear your clothes, the compliments they got as a result of wearing your clothes. We are also in the confidence building business, right? Do people feel confident when they wear your clothes? Share this. Do people feel snatched? Do people feel like their shape is exaggerated when they wear your clothes? Share this. Do people feel flattered when they buy your clothes and wear it? Share this. Do you send ready to wear out of your town, out of your country, and the people who receive it confirm that the fit is great? Share this. Use such data to support your pricing. If the client challenges your prices, use the data to support your position. This could include industry benchmark, cost of goods or materials, and other relevant information as I highlighted earlier on. Explain the terms of the agreement. Most tailors or fashion designers do not have terms for payments, right? And that's okay because sometimes some people come to buy your ready to wear, they pay cash and move away with it immediately. Some people come for your bespoke services, they make the full payment and then come pick up their clothes when they are ready. But what of those who do not want to make full payments? What of those who want to pay some money and come back upon completion of the job, fit their dresses, and want to now clear off? Do you just let them pay anything, just in the name of make deposit, make a commitment? Or do you have terms of agreement? You make 70% down payment now, and upon completion of the job or the dress, you now balance the remaining 30%. If you do, you need to remind your customers of the terms of the agreements they made when they received the product or when they came to take measurements. Make sure they understand their obligations to pay. Omo, in this 2023, explain the consequences of non-payment too. Because I know some people can be very stubborn. No matter how you talk this talk, they will still do anyhow. So without even making threats to them, you have to make them understand the consequences of not making payment, such as selling their clothes to recoup your money, involving their friends and families to intervene in the case where they refuse to pay. Be sure to explain these consequences clearly, but make sure you're not threatening your customers though, so that they will not run away, especially the good ones, right? Just be careful when you're doing this. Offer payment plans. If the customer is experiencing financial difficulties, you may be able to work out a payment plan that involves them to pay the amounts due or owed over time. If you have very sweet customers, especially those baby girls that like to come up with styles that get everybody turning, they like to look good, they're adventurous with their looks, they like to experiment and they like to pay you. They also used to pay you. They're not the ones that like to look good but don't like to pay you. But maybe something comes up and this baby girl is having some financial constraint. You can be very understanding here. You can work out a payment plan for such a baby girl. They're the kind of customers we want, especially if this baby girl is some sort of mini influencer. She wears her dress, she goes for that party or that one bear, and she brings you three clients by Monday. The kind of person that wears your clothes and goes to church, and on Monday, five people from church are calling you to make a dress for them. Those kind of customers are the real MVPs. So if they are ever having financial constraint, don't turn them down. Make their dresses and offer them a payment plan that is convenient for them so they don't owe you and frustrate you or owe you and start to run away from you. Be open to negotiation. Consider whether there is any flexibility on your end, such as offering a discount. When you offer a discount and the client pays you all your money at once, it's better than that client owing you and promising to come back and make payments. At the beginning of my business, I didn't know this. When a client comes and say, "Hey Penzrah, make me this dress," I give the client my exact price, which makes me very inflexible. When you say, "Oh Penzrah, remove something now," there's something to remove because I gave you the last price. If I remove anything now, it means that I would have little or no profit, being that I didn't even know how to price my product correctly. So in being flexible, in being open to negotiation, please try and add something on top. Nigerians being who they are will price you. A Nigerian in diaspora contacted me to make her dresses for her, and then I gave her her bill. The first time she cleared everything. The second time she contacted me to make something for her, I gave her her bill and she said, "Oh, my Penzrah, please. The Nigerian in me is screaming to price you. Penzrah, remove something too high. Penzrah, I must negotiate. Bring the price down." Now imagine if I didn't keep room for that. I would also be inflexible like I used to be before. But now I know that they will price. So put something there, please. It's not a sin, no. It's not a sin. Put a little on top so that when they ask for a discount, you can say, "Okay, ma, out of your 52,000 naira bill, 2K off." They would be happy. Some will push you further and say, "Make it 5K off." Depends on how much you added. Please be flexible so that they don't go around saying that fashion designer. I've had I've had some clients come into my shop. After the negotiation, pricing, and everything, they made their payment. She and her cousin, I could hear them discussing amongst themselves, saying that I'm expensive but flexible. And I don't know what that meant. They were comparing me to another fashion designer in my town who was also good at what she does. They said I'm expensive but flexible, and they'll rather keep me as their tailor than the other lady. I don't know. It could be because I gave a discount. It could be because I smile a lot. It could be because I'm open to adjusting as we go along. As we go along in this video, you understand probably why they said I was expensive but would still stick with me, because I'm flexible. It's very important to document and keep records. Make sure you have thorough documentation of your interaction with the customer, including any payment plans or agreements. This will be important in the event that you need to take legal action to collect your money. Yes, so there's a way the money go big. You will not call it bad debt. You will go to court, drag the person, and collect your money. It's important also that you issue receipts. Issue receipts even when a part payment is made. These days we take orders a lot online, and because of that, we forget that yes, there are also electronic receipts. Issue receipts to your client so that they will not forget that it was 70% they paid and not 100%. Avoid wahala. This 2023, avoid every form of wahala. Document properly. Provide information on how to dispute the charge. The customer is disputing the charge because they believe it is incorrect. Provide them with information on how to file a dispute. This is particularly true for those who operate their business online. A customer feels, "Oh, I have been cheated. Let her know how she can resolve that. Let her know who she can talk to. Put a contact number, an email address that she could reach to open disputes on products. Or sometimes you make a delivery and then the customer picks up and feels the quality is not as high, I want to return it, or the product came in and had one or two damages and I would like to have my money back. Let the customers know how to open disputes, how to dispute the charge. You see a lot of fashion designers on Instagram, right there at their bio, the first thing you see is no refund, no return, no this one, no that one. That's not a good way to do business because you need to listen to your customers if they are not satisfied. If they feel that, oh, no, this is not what I thought and I want my money back, you should have some sort of policies in place for that. If they feel that I have blah, 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 like one who contacted me, bought a dress from me, called me and told me, even though the body fits well, that she feels the neck because it was a built up collared dress. She feels the neck is a bit too tight on her. She didn't ask for a refund, but I had to let her know that, look, I'm sorry that happened. Maybe her neck was a bit fatter than, okay, no, let me not say it that way. It's possible that there might have been little errors on her part in terms of fit. That is possible. So I let her know that she can go to a close by seamstress to her. I'll pay her for her trouble, pay her transportation, and pay the seamstress for the amendment. It wasn't going to be anything major, obviously. I always leave enough allowance in all my ready to wears. And because of how I responded, she told me not to worry. She told me not that she would sort it all out. This was a customer who actually did not approach me calmly. She was raining down fire. I had to stay calm to really hear her out to know what exactly was the problem here. So the dress was okay. You did not say that the quality was bad. You didn't say it was torn. You didn't say it was poorly finished or poorly sewn. The only challenge was that the neck was a bit tight, right? Okay. I'm really sorry for this, ma. I take the responsibilities for sorting that out. Since you're in Abuja and I'm in Calabar, please find a seamstress close to you. If I had one in Abuja, I would have just told her, sit in your house, Jeje, sit in your office, Jeje. My seamstress will come and meet you, take the clothes, work on it, and return it back to you. But since I didn't have a contact of anyone in Abuja, I told her I will pay for it. I'll pay her for her time, pay her for her trouble, and pay the seamstress for the amendment. But she said no. In fact, she became so sweet instantly. I kept thinking, oh my God, what changed? Is it because of how calm I was? Is it because of how sweet my voice sounds? Now. A client who does not want to pay you your balance, don't delay. The sooner you address the issue of non-payment, the better. You don't want to wait too long. If you wait too long, it may be more difficult to collect your debt, and the customer may be less likely to cooperate. Follow up with the customer. Don't allow them half peace. If you have not received your money, it's important to follow up with customers. You can do this by sending a reminder, email, newsletter, or phone call to discuss the matter. Remind the customer of the terms of the agreement they made when they received your dresses or enjoyed your bespoke services. Make sure they understand their obligation to pay. Use clear, concise language. Make sure you're clear and they understand you. They understand your communication. Avoid using jargons, all those big, big English, technical languages that may be confusing to them. Avoid it at all costs. You just want your money back. So say it like that. Pay me my money. Seek legal advice if need be. If you're unable to come up with a resolution with the customers and they continue to refuse to pay you your money, you may need to seek legal advice. A lawyer can help you understand your options and take appropriate action to collect the debts. Consider hiring a collection agency. If you are unable to resolve the issue with the customer, you may want to consider hiring a collection agency to handle the matter. A collection agency can work to collect the debt on your behalf and may, do that more successfully than you will. There are different ways people pay them. They might pay them in percentage, like, look, my 1 million naira have been hanging somewhere for the past, 3 years or 1 year or 2 years, and I don't want to lose this money completely. How about you help me collect the 1 million? You get to keep 200,000 and pay me back 800,000. That's how those guys work. I'm smiling because I can't help but recalling in American movies, those ones where the bad guys would lend out money to someone or give someone a business and maybe his commission didn't come in. And after a while, his guys, would arrive with their baseball bat to break the knee of the debtor. Some of those guys are debt collectors. That's what they are good at. They are good at breaking the knees of debtors with baseball bats and collecting the money of the businessman or woman. They keep their cut and then they give the rest back. Oh, I'm not saying we should do that though. Please don't break people's knee. Don't break people. Don't hurt anyone to get your money, please. I'm just, recalling the movies I've been watching over time. And I didn't know that some of those guys do that for a living. Like they break knees with baseball bats to collect people's debts for a living. I'm not saying we should do that here, please. We are good and sweet and gentle people and we do not like violence. The part we've all been waiting for. Here are some suggestions of what to use when a client tries to negotiate or lower your price. I understand that you are looking for the best value for your money. However, our prices are based on the value we provide and the cost of delivery that value. We believe that our prices are fair and competitive, and we stand behind the quality of our work. If your brand tone is formal like that, you can say it exactly like that. But if you're not so formal, find a way to say this in a very informal way. Here, all you're trying to do is emphasize the value of your services or your dresses, your product. Remind the client of the benefit they will receive. Remind them of how high your quality is. Remind them of the value that you add to their lives, that you add to their confidence, their self-esteem. Remind them that you don't use cheap and runny fabrics. Remind them that you use the best sewing machines and you need to maintain those machines. Remind them that you run on generator, because who doesn't know that for your work to be top notch, high quality, you need to constantly have power supply to iron. You need to have power supply to power your machines. You're not going to be shutting corners here. So you need a good generator that can power all your machines. You need to fuel that generator and service it. Find a way to say it. If you are not so formal, like I had earlier read out to you, then find a way to say this in a very informal, calm, and sweet tone, like the sweet, gentle woman or man that you are. See, you need to be confident in your pricing. It's important to stand by your price and not let the client bully you or intimidate you into accepting a lower price. Be confident in the value that your services or your product, is adding to their life, and be prepared to explain this to them, that your prices are fair and very reasonable. While we are always open to discussing ways to meet your budget, I want to make sure that you are aware of the time and resources that will be required to complete your sewing project. We believe that our prices reflect the level of services and expertise that we offer. Here, you want to be transparent about your pricing. Clearly communicates the factors that goes into your pricing, such as the time, such as the cost of fabric, cost of labor, the level of expertise needed, and any overhead costs. This can help the client understand why your prices are what they are. I understand that price is a significant factor in your decision-making process. Let's take a look at the scope of work and see if there are any areas where we can adjust the scope or delivery schedule to better meet your budget constraints. Consider adjusting the scope of the project. Let me break this down. Somebody shows you a Vicky James inspired, you know, work. As in, she shows the Vicky James and say, Penzrah, get inspired by this. And then you look at the Vicky James dress, and the fabric is a luxury fabric. It's very expensive. And then it has a lot of appliques and was also beaded seriously, heavily by hand. And then this client wants you to make that for her. See, sometimes these clients do not really know what goes into producing a Vicky James piece. They don't know. They just feel, well, I will show my tailor and she's good enough. She can replicate these things for me. So you have to go on to let them know that the cost of the fabric, It might not be within budget. In fact, go on to ask them, "Ma, what is your budget for this dress?" First, you already know I do not do anything less below 50,000 naira, for example. So if your client is aware of that, so she knows that that's the base, that's the end, that's the bottom. So how high does she want to go from 50,000 naira? Would we buy appliques? Would we bid it just the way it looks? Break this thing down and make them understand. You can hear some of them go on to say, "Oh no, I didn't even know it was beaded." Okay, Penzrah, instead of bidding, can we buy a fabric that shines? Can we buy sequin? Or can we buy fabric that has pearls on them or comes with some stones on them to replace the beadwork that would make the that would make the price of that dress very, 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 very high. Then if there are appliques on it, you give them options that instead of using a full bodice applique that might cost them nothing less than 30, 25, 25 to 30,000 naira. I hope price have not changed your 2023 price. Instead of using such, we can go for cheaper appliques. Or we can work with lace cutouts to fit your budget. We can buy beautiful laces, make cutouts out of it, and build up something on the bodice area instead of buying an expensive applique. Make them understand this so that you can make clothes that still look good and fit into your client's budget. I appreciate your concern about cost. Can you tell me more about your budget and any specific price points you're trying to stay within? This would help us see if there is any room to negotiate and find a solution that works for both of us. So, like I said earlier on, look for ways to add value. If your client is unable to pay your full asking price, consider offering additional value in other ways. I understand that price is important, but it's not the only factor to consider. Can you tell me more about your priorities for this dress or for these services? Can you tell me what you really hope to achieve? We want to make sure that we are offering a solution that meets your needs and delivers the desired results.
Do not be afraid to walk away if clients are not willing to pay a price that is fair and reasonable for your services or your products. It may be necessary to walk away from the deal. It's important to stand by your price and not compromise your value. Don't take it personally. It's important to remember that the client is not trying to offend you or disrespect your work. They are simply trying to get the best value for the money, which is a natural part of business or a natural part of business transaction. Keep things in perspective. Consider the big picture and whatever the product is worth or what the product is worth and the investment of your time and resources. I know so many people who in fact I had a client contact me from Canada, and she's a Nigerian woman. Her own negotiation no be here, you know. And one of the things she brought up was that I should act like an Igbo person. That an Igbo person does not allow any money slip out of his or her hands. She wanted us to go into business together where I'll produce some dresses for her and she will sell them at Canada and make a profit. But the price she was offering was going to make me run out of business. I was not going to make anything out of it. I'm sorry, my mic is almost going dead. So I have to put it this way so I can see the green light there and be sure it's on. Okay, let that not. Okay. So when I told her that I was going to turn down this offer, I don't think I would do the jobs at the price she was offering, and we're coming to a dead end. She said, "Be act like an Igbo person. An Igbo person will never allow any money slip out of his or her hand. An Igbo person will collect the job, no matter what. Collect the job, make the money no pass over her." And I'm like, "What do you mean by money pass over me? When I'm rather going to be running at a loss, let the money pass over me, I beg, in Jesus' name. I will not run at a loss. So don't allow these people guilt trip you. Don't allow customers guilt trip you or come up with gimmicks to make you, shortchange yourself and run at a loss in the name of make money no pass over your head." So guys, my mic is dead, but stay with me, guys. I'm going to try to be as audible as possible. And if that doesn't work, what's wrong with me? If that doesn't work, because there's a lot of noise outside my house. Today is the 2nd January, and there are a lot of masquerades on the streets, visiting their masquerade initiates. I don't know, there are masquerades everywhere, so they are playing drums and stuff, and if that interferes with this video, since my mic is out, I will use a voiceover. Yes, so it does. Will it make sense if I say it now? If I use a voiceover, you are going to be seeing my mouth moving, but it's not going to be in synchrony with what you'll be hearing because it's a voiceover. Okay, so the last thing I want to say, guys, is stay calm. Stay calm. It's natural to feel frustrated or upset when a client is trying to negotiate a lower price. It's natural to feel somehow, just like I told you in that video where I gave you that gist. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to drop the link in the description box. Go watch the video. Oh my god, can you hear the drums? Okay, they are gone now. Okay, so I'll leave the link to that video in the description box, right? It was story time. How a client wanted to take advantage of me in my early days of business, telling me that she was going to give me shout outs. Okay, yeah, I felt frustrated, I felt upset. Now I know better. When a client is trying to negotiate a lower price, right, it's important for you to stay calm and professional. Losing your cool or getting defensive will not help the situation and could potentially damage the relationship with the client. And let me tell you, once you have a damaged relationship with one client, she's going to go and tell 10 people. The 10 people that she didn't even bring to you, refer to you when you were in 10, she will tell them. Anywhere she hears your fashion brand name, she will say, don't go there. They are saucy. They have an attitude. They are disrespectful, and we do not want that. We love repeat business. We want our customers to stay happy, and we want to stay happy and profitable as well. On that note, if you want to sign up for my fashion business mentorship program, click the link in the description box. It's a 1-month mentorship where I'm going to put you through right from mindset shifts, shifting your mind from a place of fear and limitation, a place of would I buy, will I sell out, when will I become big. Move from that place to a place of abundance where you know that whatever your hands touches is blessed, where you know that you're ready to wear will sell out, where you know that you will tell your customer a new price, a price that you are going to be making a lot of profit from your bespoke services, and she will pay. Yes, a mindset shift. That's one of the things we'll cover in the mentorship program. So I'd like to have you there. I want to hear all your challenges and worries, and I also proffer solution, for those problems, and see you rising to your top in your fashion business and your fashion career. Click the link right now in the description box. Head over to my WhatsApp and I'll give you the course outline and all the details about the program. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave questions in the comment section, and don't forget our Masters of Ready to Wear scholarship. If you want to benefit from that, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. Okay, God bless you, and thank you for watching up until the end.